Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who wishes that Bill Nighy was in every Christmas movie ever. It's Jay Cluitt.
I do indeed. Hello, Mark. Good to see you.
How great would that be?
It would be great. He'd be a great old man Marley.
Wait, old man Marley
in Home Alone.
Oh, brother,
the shoveler.
Oh my gosh, I would just watch a movie with Bill Nighy shoveling snow.
Yeah, because as long as he's narrating it as he goes.
Yeah, just
I need him to be talking,
humming. Just how do you think he would? What would his shovel style be? He wouldn't be an aggressive shoveler.
No, he'd be a very kind of laid back. He'll start shoveling. It might take him a little while. Somebody will walk past. He'll have a little chat with them. Yeah. Just about anything in general.
I don't see him finishing the job.
No, not at all. Or maybe he might make it to the end of the path, but he's not going to go any wider than like a couple of footsteps.
Yeah, and he's just more like, and he probably looks great while doing it, like very well dressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like probably impractically dressed, but he doesn't regret it. You know, and no one. If I dressed the way he did when he shoveled, people would be like, man, that guy doesn't look right. But when Bill Nighy does it, you're like, man, he looks great. You know what I mean?
I sense Bill Nighy has never regretted a single decision in his life. He just kind of looks back and think, yeah, I did that right. I'm good. Let's keep going.
And any movie role, I feel like he could defend too. Like Underworld 3. He's like, I was with vampires and werewolves, and I got to punch people.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
who wouldn't want to do that?
He's probably like, I never get these roles. I want to play a vampire who punches people in the face.
Yeah, I'm not an actor, never acted, but if I got that role, yeah, I'd take it.
I would love it. I would love to be. I would just look dour, and then I would walk around in like a trench coat, and I'd probably have to wear a wig of long black hair. I'd shoot some statues for target practice, and then I'd probably get killed by one of the leaders, and then I'd just call it a day and brag about it on Facebook when the movie comes out.
Yeah. Or you could go down the Michael Caine route of be in the film but never watch it.
And buy a mansion, and not be there to accept my Oscar because of Jaws of Revenge.
It's such a ridiculous film for him to have missed an Oscar for.
So you know me, I like bad movies. I like defending these things. I watched Jaws of Revenge again to track the shark's movement. I figured out where it went and how far it traveled, and I kind of figured out its plan. But watching Jaws of Revenge makes me sad.
Why?
What about? It's just so bad. Like, it's just so... Normally I can really get into movies, but you have Mario Van Peebles making up every line of dialogue that he wanted. And then you have Elaine Brody just breaking down crying. It's just a weird little movie.
It's one I've yet to actually. I've heard so much crap about it that I just haven't watched it, and I pitched the idea of doing a Jaws franchise look back to my co-host next year for Shark Week, and I think a chill ran down his spine at the thought of having to watch Jaws: The Revenge again.
Oh wait, actually I'm joking. Jaws: Revenge is great. You should watch it.
Okay.
It is totally worth it. You need to watch that movie.
I want to. I really want. I enjoy films that are terrible too. Some films that are terrible. So I think, from what I've heard, Jaws 4 is laughably bad, and I think I could find something to enjoy in there.
Bill Nighy should have been in Jaws of Revenge.
Again, he should be in everything. He should be the shark.
Yeah, he should. I remember we were watching a movie. We watched About Time, and my wife looks over at me, and she's like, "Can we adopt him?" And I'm like, "Yes."
No, I want to be adopted by him.
Yeah, well, we're trying to adopt Bill Nighy. I don't know how it works. But we are trying to find the paperwork for it.
Well, once you find out, let me know. We could be like adopted cousins or something via Bill Nighy.
Co-adoptees. You can have him. You can have. We'll switch
every other weekend.
Yeah, in summers. You start dressing up as Miss Doubtfire to kind of be around him more, and you show up at our house, and I'm like, what is happening?
Hello, I'm here for Bill Nighy. William.
And we're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then you endear ourselves, and then Pierce Brosnan shows up. There's a musical. We can make it happen.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm sold.
I go, well, hey, I just want to say thank you for joining me. Normally I'm on your podcast, and
well, I'm happy to be here, Mark. And normally it's a stretch. You've been on twice.
Yeah, that's
and you're
right.
welcome to come back anytime.
No, I'd love to. Yeah, I kind of I'm here and there, but I had a good time doing that 1950s draft. I think that podcast went about 6 hours.
It did. That went a little longer than we normally do. We did a 60s draft recently, actually, a couple weeks ago, and that was a lot shorter.
Yeah. So now whenever I do anything similar to that, I just give the shortest answers possible.
Yeah, I think that is the problem. It's like you pick a film and then everyone wants to get their say in as to why that film's great, and then 4 hours later you're on the second round.
Yeah.
And it's just...
And then people want to chime in on the movie you picked.
Yeah. It's always entertaining discussion, but we all want to carry on with our weekend.
We did a good job with the Scream Pod, though. We kept it to 2 hours.
We did. That was great. With 6 people and 4 films. That was impressive.
That was 6 people on that one?
Yeah.
I lost track.
It was more than usual because it's the Scream franchise. People want to talk about it.
I was too busy talking about Garage Doors.
You
and Parker Posey, and a movie called Sleepless in Portland, starring me and Meg Ryan.
Which I would watch, but Bill Nye would need to be in it as I don't know, Meg Ryan's dad or something. I don't know.
Holy mackerel! No, he would be my best friend.
Of course.
In it,
he could be like your kind of mentor figure.
Yeah,
and then your older colleague at your work or something.
Works with me in Portland.
Yes, exactly.
He just gives me advice, and he teaches me how to dance.
Of course, yeah. Bill Nye has to dance. Yeah.
So for this, I'm gonna be joining your podcast, which is I'll do the intro in a little bit here, but I'm doing the sports movie draft in January.
Yes, that should be an interesting show.
My picks are gonna change the world.
Okay. Sports movies aren't my forte, so I'll be on that show as more of an umpire, trying to guide everything. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone picks. I'm going
left fielding it. I'm going random. I'm going random on it.
Random, okay.
I'm not trying to win.
First pick, Space Jam.
Yeah, exactly. Oh crap! I gotta switch my first pick now. Thanks, man. I was gonna do all Bill Murray sports movies.
Space Jam, Caddyshack,
Kingpin,
of course, yes.
And I'm sure. In Rushmore, he blocks a kid's shot in basketball.
I think I may contest that one if you try and pick Rushmore as a sports movie.
Yeah, but if there's action in a movie, does it not make it an action movie?
I think it needs to be
I'm not going to be that
significant
guy.
amount of action. Otherwise, you could say Harry Potter's a sports movie because there's Quidditch, and I don't think people are going to accept that. I certainly won't.
That was my 5th pick.
Okay.
So
which one?
I have to all of them. I have to reevaluate my list now.
So I picked Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones because there's a gladiator battle.
Oh man. Ooh. All right, that's my first pick now.
Okay.
And I'm saying I have this quoted by you, so that's my first pick.
You have it recorded now. It's down.
Yeah, that's right. But if obviously it's your first time, you haven't heard of it, but Jay is you have the website Life versus Film, and then you also started the large association of movie blogs, or the LAM, and last time I checked, you're up to 1,945 members.
With a few more still to go, pending. I can't take credit for starting it. It was started just over 11 years ago by a guy called Dylan Fields, who I have to give credit to for starting the LAM. I took over a few years back when, I'm technically the shepherd of the LAM is the honorary title. I'm the 4th shepherd, so a few have kind of taken the mantle and retired, and I'm sticking with it for a little while now at least.
Oh wow!
But yeah, the LAM, as you say, it's the large association of movie blogs. Your site and podcast is one of our members. We are just a large online community of movie blogs. It's kind of in the name. So we have a podcast, the Lambcast. We have quite a lot of discussion on the site, on the forums, and it's a good place to go if you want to try and find like-minded people or other blogs to read. And if you have a blog and aren't a member, then come join us, please. We'd love to have you.
It's a great community.
Yeah.
And you're like the 4th Doctor.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Which was the 4th Doctor? The
guy with the scarf, or is he the second one? I just made that up. I should have stuck with it because you would have believed me.
I would have, because classic Doctor Who, not something I'm very familiar with, despite being British.
Not Bill Nye.
He would be a great. I would start watching Doctor Who if Bill Nye was the Doctor.
Oh my gosh!
Trying to stop me.
He just tried to stop me. If he would be
Tom Baker was the 4th Doctor. There we go.
Hey, there it is.
And he is the guy with the scarf, I think.
Whoa.
I think you're right.
Do you think I pulled that from somewhere deep in my memory?
Yes, your subconscious somehow knows all of the Doctors.
All right, so I know
Quick, describe the 7th one. We'll see what it says.
The guy with the hair.
He does have hair. But he also
So
it's,
he's the one before 8, and that's eight's my favorite, because that's Christopher Eccleston, right?
But technically 8th is Paul McGann because he was in the film. But if you go with just the TV series, and yeah, Ecclescake's the 8th.
Eccleston's the best. So 7 wasn't good.
7's Sylvester McCoy.
Radagast. I love Sylvester McCoy.
Yeah, it's Radagast.
Jeez Louise. Doctor Who people are really mad right now. All right, so before we get into Home Alone, I just want to say something real quick to you. We watch a lot of movies, right?
Yes. Not enough, but yes.
A lot. So, with all my research for like my articles and Rotten Tomatoes and all that, I've been watching a lot of movies, and I was kind of thinking about this. And I've kind of decided that movies are good or not if I remember them like a week after watching them.
I think that's a good thing. A good way to rank them. Yeah.
I mean, because I was at Redbox the other day. This place, I don't know if you have Redbox, but I was like renting some movies.
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I watched that movie, and I probably watched it maybe a month ago. So maybe I'm losing my memory, or I just watched so many. Does that make sense? I don't know. I just want to know what you think about that.
It makes sense. I mean, one of the focuses on Life versus Film on my site is trying to review all of the films on the 1001 movies you must see before you die list, which is not something I recommend people do. And I have reviewed maybe 400 or so off the list so far.
Whoa.
And I don't remember them all. I remember precious few of the ones that I hadn't seen before, and which kind of makes the whole thing pointless, I think, because the whole point was to try and expand my film horizons. Most film bloggers, most of your guests on the show, I think, grew up in film-loving environments. That wasn't the case for me. I got into film loving later in life, almost into my 20s. So I'm just trying to expand that film knowledge by trying to watch all these classics. And yet I'll scroll down through the list of films I reviewed thinking, Man with a Movie Camera. Which one was that? It's 1929, so it's probably black and white, but I can't remember a great deal more than how that is. So, I have to agree with you. Like, I'm sure it's not binary. Like, some of the ones I can't remember probably are good, and I can probably remember some terrible films because they are so terrible.
Yeah. It wouldn't hold up in court.
No, yeah. But I think it's a good place to start, at least.
I was looking through the top 10 movies for 2018 on the site, on the Lamb site, and I noticed Hereditary was on there, and I went, oh yeah, I watched that. And I remember I told somebody that I didn't really like it, and they got very angry at me. Like, Hereditary is a movie this year that, it's like the Deadpool of this year, where if you don't like it, you
have to defend it for some reason.
Yeah. Have you noticed that with Hereditary?
I haven't seen it. I'm not a big horror guy. But I am surprised that it's on the top 10 list, given by how polarizing it seems to be. Lots of people love it, but I know quite a few people who think it's either just kind of average or out and out bad.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked it. I just forgot about it.
Well, I'll catch it when it hits streaming at some point, but I think when it came out, it just was a bad time. I couldn't make it to the cinema. But yeah, I'll let you know what I think about it when I've crossed it off.
Our next podcast. Hey, and speaking about forgetting, that leads us into the two movies we're talking about. What do you think?
Nicely done, sir.
You think I was setting that up, right? You think I was Ozil going down the yeah, never mind. So we're Home Alone, man. This is fun. Yeah. So you and I, you're like, I'd love to, guest on the podcast. I was like, what would you like to do? And it was either this or a Pauly Shore movie. And we decided on Home Alone 1 and 2, and I'm excited to watch these. I had a great time researching these movies.
I had a great time watching these movies.
They made how much money, adjusted for inflation, do you think they made worldwide?
I know the first one made a shed load. Yeah. But it's adjusted for inflation. It's got to be like 400 million or something.
2.3 billion.
2.3. Okay.
Adjusted for inflation. Both these movies. Isn't that nuts? Little PG movies about a kid foiling two robbers.
But it's like a 4-quadrant movie kind of thing. Everyone can watch it and be entertained by it. It's a cartoon it's a live action cartoon. So kids enjoy it because it's a slapstick comedy, but there's like messages for the adults, and it's a family film.
Oh no, for sure.
I love Home Alone.
I don't know if you ever read this, but I wrote an article in defense of Marv and Harry, and they're actually very good criminals. They're just Achilles. Kevin. So I mean, these
especially
guys,
in the second one.
I mean,
Like if they just left Kevin alone in Home Alone 2, like they'd have gone away. They'd have done the crime. It'd be fine.
yeah, and even with the other one, they were very successful in robbing other houses. They're just hubris got to them because of a young child.
Yeah, I think. Well, Marv doing the whole wet bandits thing, just dumb. It's just him being stupid. But yeah, they were. I'm not going to root for them. I mean, you're saying you'd run after in defense of them.
Well, I guess because everyone's just saying how bumbling they are. But when you watch what Harry Lime, actually named after what Orson Welles, a character from the Orson Welles movie, The Third Man.
Yeah.
I love how he's scoping houses out as a police officer, getting all the information on the block. He knows when all the timers go off. I mean, this is a smart criminal.
Yeah, he's he knows what he's doing. He just wasn't expecting to have this ingenious inventor child there to stop him.
How do you think he met Marv?
Gut reaction is in prison.
Think so?
They were cellmates, was doing something else. But it could be a case of he's like his Harry's sister's boyfriend or something. He's kind of got roped in for a job because he owes someone a favor, and kind of Marv's just kind of tagging along, and they got on well, or Harry likes having someone else around to do the kind of the grunt work. And well, Harry, he's not the nicest guy to be around.
Yeah, you're right.
He's not a happy chap. So maybe Marv's the only one who'll kind of put up with him.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Because I think that the bumbling comes from Marv for the most part. Their reputation for falling over and screaming. That's supposed to be Marv. Harry, as you say, Harry has good plans. Marv reacts very stupidly to most situations.
You know what I think is very interesting about Harry is that he doesn't swear. He just says "razza frazza fricka
He just
fracka."
turns into Muttley. Yeah.
"Razza frazza fricka fracka fricka fracka." Like that's how I used to joke around and swear like that all the time. He lets him fly. In Home Alone 2, he turns it up to 11 with his razza frazzas.
He does. You say he doesn't swear. Like the first film, that's the same year that he won the Oscar for Goodfellas, where he doesn't not swear. So maybe Pesci kind of got it all out of the system in Goodfellas and just had no swearing left.
Yeah, Home Alone was
ran
originally
out of cuss words.
It was originally supposed to be rated R, but he didn't want to swear. So they switched it to
so many people in that original script.
yeah, old man Bill Nighy gets wiped out. Marley gets killed.
It wasn't a statue on the front door that got hit by every truck. It was an actual person.
Yeah, it was one of the children. And they broke into the house that they flooded, and someone was in there, and they walked by. There's just a body laying on the ground.
Catherine O'Hara, she doesn't get a ride with John Candy. She basically takes out that entire polka group and steals their van.
Yeah, she just wipes them out.
Just heads for the highway and gone.
And she didn't have to do it because they were being friendly.
Yeah, but no, she was that desperate to get back home to her kid. She couldn't let anyone stand in her way, regardless whether they're helping or not. She just had no choice but to take him out.
Now, while watching this movie, 1 and 2, so there's a scene where she meets up with Tim Curry. There's another scene where she's talking about getting home. This is a woman who left her child behind and who let her child go to New York by himself. So to watch her, I mean, obviously you would, but it's a little grating now to hear her lecture people about how to treat a child.
There's good reason why they changed the family and changed the cast for Home Alone 3. Because if this happened a third time, then child services would have to be called.
It have to be. Oh my gosh. But see, when you watch this movie, Marv and Harry, they're basically superheroes with the amount of punishment they take in. So I don't think this is the real world. Even that movie, Angels with Filthy Souls, this is like an alternate world. This is like a layer. This is like Fringe, that TV show Fringe. And this is just another dimension where protective child services are more lax about their children.
Everyone is immortal in these films. They can take so much punishment, but no one will ever die. But the people can be electrocuted until they turn into a screaming skeleton, and they will still be alive afterwards.
All right. So what's your favorite moment? So everyone's watched these a billion times, so we don't need to kind of recap them. But what's your favorite Marv Harry gets hurt moment, or like anything happens to them during 1 and 2? Highlight
of the first one. Okay, Daniel Stern has a wonderful scream.
Oh yeah.
And the tarantula on the face is one of the top 5 movie screams of all time. I think it just has to be. Just that, like, there's a sudden intake of breath, and then just this real lung-busting yell. There's this giant tarantula on his face. That's I love that moment just because everything else has been planned. Like, Kevin's had a plan for everything. Like, everything has gone accordingly to his whole blueprint. And the tarantula's an improv. He wasn't expecting that. He didn't expect to be caught. just fluke that, the tarantula he let out, it just happened to be there. And he can improvise, he can use it, and then he runs away. And it's just Marv's reaction to the tarantula is great. And then flinging it onto Harry and breaking a few ribs with the crowbar. Just...
I think, like, these guys are so tough they dented the crowbar.
Yeah. It's a Tom and Jerry kind of short. There's a Joe Pesci outline in the crowbar.
And did you know that Marv, well, Daniel Stern didn't really yell with the tarantula on his face. They ADR'd that in later. So
I'm not surprised.
He pantomimed. They actually did it once. They put the tarantula on his face once. That's all they could get out of him. And, he
That's
pantomimed. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't do it. Then they pantomimed it. Then they added it in later. So he had to scream like that into, just a recording studio, which makes it almost more impressive.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. I've tried to, just in podcasting, tried to re-record dialogue to sound as though it's part of a conversation, and it's difficult to mimic. Like, my esteem for voiceover artists is very high, and to get that stream in a booth without a tarantula, well done.
Yeah, beautiful. And I think my favorite scene, I don't know why, of the 2 movies is just when, because when Joe Pesci gets feathered in the first one,
it's so juvenile
because no, it doesn't hurt him at all.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's just Kevin being a kid.
Yeah.
He's like, what can I do? I know, saran wrap, glue, and feathers. Done.
Yeah. And like. And so there's no hot poker, there's no bricks, there's no electrocution. And so when that happens to him, and then Daniel Stern's like, "Why you dressed like a chicken?" So I just laughed really hard. And so it's the least painful moment, I think, in the 2 films. But I just Joe Pesci got feathered for no reason. It didn't stop him. It didn't, there's no tar, just glue.
It's just no reason whatsoever. That's what I like. It's the variety of traps. There's things that are quite sophisticated. There's the blowtorch above the doorway for that to open, and then there's a tripwire, just a tripwire.
Yeah.
And it all works. Everything works. If I think that's kind of, if there's any kind of problem with Home Alone, which it's a wonderful film. I don't really fault it, but you require Harry and Marv to take the exact routes that they take for a lot of the things to work. Like, Marv needs to go down into the basement to lose his shoes and socks for him to then come through the window and stand on the Christmas ornaments. It wouldn't work if he tried that first, because if you're wearing shoes. So it's kind of fluke. But I honestly, it's a silly film to nitpick, because as you say, it's not in the real world.
Yeah. And A Quiet Place ripped off Home Alone.
With what? With the
nail on the stairs?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just thought
Absolutely.
about that.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying Krasinski's under fire, man.
Yeah.
Plagiarizing.
He's stealing from the master, from John Hughes, yeah. But the tarantula on the face is my favorite part of the first film, but you're talking about the dressing like a chicken is painless. One of the most painful things. I will watch Daniel Stern get hit in the face with a brick forever. That would never not be entertaining as far as I'm concerned. Daniel Stern is a wonderful actor. I love him. But just seeing him get hit with a brick and again and again and again, it's so simple. It's the simplest thing in the world. What happens?
Harry.
And then when it's reversed, I don't like to quote along with films much, but I can't not yell out, "Suck brick, kid!" when he does later in the film. It's a real fist in the air moment. It's just a shame the brick doesn't land.
It's kind of a gangster move that Kevin never moves. So he throws that brick and Kevin's just looking up like, "You're going to miss me."
Well, it's not surprising that he's missed, given how much brain damage Marv has received.
Yeah.
Not just from the bricks, but from everything else, from falling 3 flights onto a solid concrete floor, from having a shelving unit full of paints falling on him, to then being electrocuted to become a skeleton. I've mentioned this before, but it happens, people. He becomes a skeleton and then survives. There's so much cranial trauma undergone that I'm surprised he can pick up the brick, let alone throw it.
So, Kevin should have been impressed that it was so close to him when he threw it.
But, well, he managed to let go. I'm surprised he didn't just sling it around and hit himself in the face.
And you know what, another scene, so they have that massive hole in the renovated house. They run up the stairs, they dodge the paint cans, they get hit by that massive thing, they fly back, hit the paint cans, fall into the hole, and then they get that pipe dropped on them. That's a set piece right there.
Yeah, but and Marv's line of "what a hole" is just Daniel Stern made some choices in Home Alone 2, and I am there for all of them.
When he starts dancing because of the green goo that Kevin bought,
yeah,
like the little moves that he was doing,
just sliding around, yeah.
No.
And have you had enough? Are you hungry for more? And his like Errol Flynn pirate pose, like never. What are you doing?
I have a question. When you watch this movie, when Kevin ran away from the Plaza Hotel in Home Alone 2 and took the 3 cookies, when you were younger, were you like, I would have taken more?
I think so. Yeah, I take more now.
Yeah.
I don't have a healthy diet, and 3 cookies would not last me long, especially with all the pigeons around.
Yeah, no, and then the bird lady.
Yeah, I'd have taken. I don't think I've left a cookie in there. I'll be honest. I'm a gluttonous person. I would have taken all of the cookies.
That's a very random thought, because I was watching it, and I remember when I was a kid going, I'd have taken more.
You say it's a random thought, but this is your podcast, Mark. All you have is random thoughts.
Yeah, you're right. I think people who are listening to this right now would be like, did Mark just put together something really thoughtful? Like, I think they'd stop listening. Or they'd be really confused, frozen in place.
That's a cogent point he had there.
In the Matrix where they freeze everybody and people are just perfectly still? Like, that's what everyone would be like if they heard that from me. I don't know what to do.
In that world where everyone listens to movies, films, and flicks at the same time.
Yeah, the same podcast.
All in sync. They all start listening to it at the same time.
Well, it is when it releases, everyone starts listening to it immediately.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I have a little alarm on my phone that when the podcast is live and just start playing. If middle of the night, doesn't matter. Get up, start playing it.
I've been kind of mean lately.
No pausing.
I've been mean lately and like making sure it goes off at because we have a massive billions of people listen to us, so I've been switching it to where I don't make sure like one country doesn't get it at night all the time. I switch it around. Sometimes it's Malaysia, like that kind of area. Sometimes it's like the Australian time zone. Like all the different time zones get different.
You've got to keep the listeners guessing.
That's right.
Keep on their toes.
I do like. Did Mark just compare Citizen Kane to, Lawrence of Arabia by way of the economic struggles of Malaysia in the 70s? Like this is a.
Yes, of course he did.
Yeah.
Why have you been questioning this?
I read an article about the making of Angels with Filthy Souls.
Yeah.
And they filmed it in one night in Chicago. The actors were supposed to be switched. The guy who got shot was supposed to be the guy behind the table. But one of the guys had a bad back and he couldn't bend over. So they switched the roles.
I think that would have made a very different film because the guy behind the desk, I'm not sure when the first time I watched Home Alone is, but he's been just a part of my psyche.
You filthy animal.
You filthy animal. Just
you've been smooching everyone. Cliff.
No. He was here last night. He was smooching with my brother.
I mean,
love that guy.
I mean, someone wrote that scene. Like Kevin's really good with remotes.
He's yes. Impossibly good, you might say. Like he can, with his little talk boy thing, he can get that to the exact right position he wants it to be without testing that first, which is it's impossible to do. I'm sure some of your listeners may not know what cassettes are, but it was very difficult to tell where you were on a cassette tape before hitting play. It was never the right place.
Maybe the Plaza just has great VCRs.
Yeah, it must do.
What do you think about Tim Curry in this. I don't think he's the villain at all. I think he's trying to do his job.
He is. He's not villainous. He just unfortunately looks like the Grinch. I think is his biggest problem. I love Tim Curry. He's a national treasure as far as I'm concerned, and I can say that because he's from my nation. And he's a wonderful addition. Obviously, we don't have John Candy from in the second film, so you need to make up for him with Tim Curry and Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider getting the gum in these great family.
Plenty more where that came from.
Just the way Tim he Curry pulls off. Like, oh, sorry to interrupt, man. Go for it.
I was gonna say, yeah, Tim Curry is just a really. He is just doing his job. I do feel sorry for him, but he could be handling it a little better. Like he is treating Kevin as though he's an adult, basically. Like he should rightfully distrust him, but maybe try and have a conversation with him, try and ascertain what the situation is. So just, the car's stolen, and just try and apprehend him.
Yeah, he'll regret that later.
Yeah.
And then his mom slaps him, even though she's the one that let the kid go.
I don't blame the mum in this one. The dad was the one. John Hurt was with Kevin last.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay. Well, John Hurt was being a turd too, though.
Yes, he was. Because you have, like, at the airport, you've got John Hurt and Kevin kind of with his bag and the batteries, and although it is Kevin's fault in the second film, I have to give the fault to Kevin, actually, if anyone.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he's the one who stops to get the batteries out of the bag. He doesn't need the batteries then. He's trying to put the batteries in his talk boy. That can wait till he's on the plane. I know he's a child, but it's his fault. Yes, the parents should have done a head count. Both films just kind of have an so many things go wrong, like a cavalcade. So much coincidence has to happen.
I do love that kid in the first one, though. Is this a V8? Is this 4-wheel drive? Is this? I loved all the questions that kid was asking.
Yeah, I know kids like that. I may have been one. It's just annoying kids who never take "go away" for an answer.
I would have stolen the car. So there's a theory about Uncle Frank being the villain of the first film. Did you hear about this?
I haven't heard about it, but I am on board.
So they're saying that his scenes were cut from the original script, and there's a theory floating around that he hired Marv and Harry. He let them know about the block and when they would be gone, but he didn't anticipate Kevin being gone, so he was going to orchestrate their house being robbed.
I think that adds a layer that the film doesn't need.
No.
So he's already villainous enough just by being him.
He's such a jerk. He does. He calls Kevin a jerk, doesn't he?
Look what you did, you little jerk. Just like, the whole family is really mean to Kevin.
Yeah, and then they're kind of saying that Kevin's the mean one, but they eat all the cheese pizza knowing Kevin likes cheese.
And they're making him share the bed with his cousin.
Oh yeah.
Cousin / brother.
Kieran Culkin.
Wait, wets the bed.
What was his Fuller?
Fuller. Yeah, easy on the Pepsi. Fuller.
I love how he's always chugging down the Pepsi and smiling at Macaulay.
That creepy ass smile. He knows he's gonna wet the bed. He's gonna do it on purpose.
Like just because he's sleeping with Kevin, or just he does it in purpose? Do you think he needs attention?
I think so. Well, it's a big family. There's a lot of kids in there, and he seems to be the youngest out of everyone.
So that's kind of his thing, right?
Yeah.
That's how that gets him the attention?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
That's pretty sad. I feel really bad for little Fuller now.
Well, the guy I feel saddest for is the Santa that Kevin sees, goes and talks to, the kind of the mall Santa halfway through the film, who Kevin says that he's old enough to know how Santa works. He's just kind of working for the other guy. He doesn't want presents. He just wants his family back. And that has to ruin that guy's night. Just where he goes after that scene. Like he gives Kevin 3 green Tic Tacs because that's all he has on him, and just leaves his kid who he's just told him he has no family, nothing at all. This kid is 10, I don't know, 8. If that guy doesn't kind of cry himself to sleep that night about the plight of this child, then he is a callous bastard.
I think he's just gonna fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
With a half unopened Miller Lite.
Yeah.
It would be opened, a half full Miller Lite.
Well, halfway through a 6-pack, maybe.
There we go. And with 3 that aren't opened. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, well, the last one, he's got two empty, and the last one, he just kind of tips it over with his hand as he falls asleep, and just see the last dregs of it just kind of seeping out into the carpet.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a very artful movie, right? I pictured that scene in black and white.
yeah, of course.
By like a
It's
French.
shot with the camera on the floor, slightly looking up at the.
The camera acts as the can, kind of tumbling.
Oh no!
Oh man, I need to recreate this scene. What happened to him after this thing?
It's the most student film ever, I think. Student film scene.
I'll have my students do it. Oh, so this is true. When I was in graduate school, I got a digital video production certificate, and I was in this class where we had to do this scene just to show that we knew how to get like over the shoulder shots and good sound and dialogue. So I took it and made this like black and white epic about three gangsters in a bar, as opposed to just people talking over each other's shoulders, like in, Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went with Dawson's Creek, but I guess you're right, because students make so I made a very pretentious film noir. So I was man, I was a stereotypical film student.
well, it's a stereotype for a reason.
The clip had a plot, like people were like, hey, this is good. And then my teacher was like, you didn't need to do all this.
Whenever I think about kind of stereotypical film student things, I watched all of M. Night Shyamalan's films this year.
Oh.
And his first film, Praying with Anger, he made it as a student, and you can really tell. Just the opening shot is a lit cigarette on an ashtray, just the smoke just kind of twirling up during the opening credits. And like that's the most film student opening to anything ever. It's just watching this cigarette burn itself out.
Oh. And it's a full cigarette, and it's like a 6-minute shot.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't know if you listen to our Happening podcast, but I keep doing this in every podcast. But I have a feeling that The Happening was film, like, so that Happening movie, people make fun of the dialogue, but once again, that movie was made in another dimension where people talk like that, and that makes that movie much easier for me to enjoy.
I think I've heard you argue this before, and I don't disagree. I don't like to think about The Happening.
I love it,
but I've seen it once, and that's plenty. Thank you. The fact that the plot is so kind of nonsensical with the plants are killing everyone, that would make sense about it being in an alternate universe. So yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah.
Are you gonna kill me in my sleep? No.
It's just the weird lady at the end with the doll.
Yeah, she was squirrely. All right,
presented without comment.
That'd be funny if she Home Alone them, like Mark Wahlberg's sitting on like getting feathers blown in his face. Zoe Deschanel's
dodging paint cans.
She's like slipping, doing that dance thing. Paint cans are. All right, we need this movie. All right, Shyamalan. I want Shyamalan to get so big again, like he was. Like I want Split 2 to make tons of money, and then he just goes and makes Lady in the Water 2 and The Happening 2 and The Village 2, like all the same mistakes.
You just want his career to go up, like up, down, up, down, up.
Yeah.
Down.
So it gets to the point where he has so much power he can make The Happening 2.
I don't want The Happening 2.
I do.
I would take Lady in the Water 2 because that's as we talked earlier about enjoyably terrible films. Lady in the Water it's so out there. It's so nuts in terms of the choices he made in like casting himself as the savior of the world. I need more of the Lady in the Water in my life.
It's the lady in the lake. Well, I guess in more water.
The older lady in the air.
Wait, that'd be The Happening. She'd be responsible for all the air.
Yeah. Bryce Dallas Howard becomes the lady at the end of The Happening. It all ties together.
And speaking of, if they remake this movie, I think Paul Giamatti would be a good Harry.
I can see that. He does. If you get like a shoot 'em up style Paul Giamatti, where he's chewing every piece of scenery he can find, then yeah, I think that. Who would be Marv though? I want to say Michael Shannon.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say. Michael Shannon and Paul Giamatti. Oh my gosh. I want to see I want Michael Shannon to get hit with feathers though. I don't want Paul Giamatti with feathers. Like I've seen Sideways, he gets depressed, blah blah blah. I want Michael Shannon to be hit with a bunch of feathers.
Yeah, they can mix up what happens to whom. That's fine.
Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be great? So when did you? So getting back to when did you see these movies? Back in kind of 92 and 91? Were you?
I definitely didn't see them in the cinema. I would have seen them the first time they appeared on TV, which I'm guessing would have been 94, 95 maybe. So I would have been 7 or 8, which I'd have been Kevin's age basically first time I saw them.
So
Perfect.
When you saw him shooting the BB gun at like the toys, holding up in the drawer. And then like going through, eating all the ice cream, watching bad movies. Didn't that seem like the coolest thing ever at the time?
It still does.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I would have, given the chance, I'd have definitely been living the first few days of Home Alone.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember when I was a kid watching that, just thinking how awesome it was. Like seeing him go through, like, he's going through Buzz's stuff, and he's like the Playboy, he's like sickening. He's scared.
And just jumping on the bed and eating the popcorn
and he's scared of the basement, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it was the attic in my house. The attic was terrifying.
I lived in Florida, so we didn't have basements. Oh no, I did have a basement, but I wasn't too afraid of that. I lived in Wisconsin, we had a basement, but Florida I had no attic or basement, so I was safe.
No scary parts of the house, just a scary state to live in.
Yeah. Florida's nuts.
Scary neighbors.
Did you ever read was it Weird Florida? It's I think that's the name of it. They had some really random articles about what's going on in Florida right now, and it's pretty brilliant. So if you ever want to get
from what I've heard about Florida, not surprised.
Yeah.
It'd take a lot to surprise me about something coming out of Florida, I think.
Well, listen, we love Florida though. If you're a Florida listener, and we know every single one of you in Florida listens.
It's the state I visited most.
And I used to live there, he's spent a lot of money there. Jay spent a lot of money. I live there, so we can say whatever we want about it. Yeah. So
it's basically our state as well,
Yeah. I mean, everyone froze when they heard that. Now they're walking again.
Okay. What are they saying? What are they saying about Florida?
So there's a line in this movie though that, so my alternate intro for you on this, I was going to say, a guy who's never used aftershave because of Home Alone.
It's true. I have never used aftershave.
Because of Home Alone?
Not entirely. But yeah, let's go with it. Yeah. It's just, the scream that he gives, like aftershave it's so painful. It makes him recreate a painting. Like that's impressively painful.
When the studio exec saw that and he's like, that's the poster.
Yeah.
People on set were just like, this movie's a hit from the get go, which I kind of love. You know why Columbus wrote this movie?
No.
Because he just had he was on a trip and he had a bunch of anxiety and he had a dream, I think, that he left one of his kids behind, and he came back and wrote this movie in like 7 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a kind of Coen-esque Barton Fink kind of thing.
And
we have writer's block. Let's write about writer's block.
Oh yeah.
You write what you know. So.
Right? Wait, I just said write about writing. So then that could have been confusing. They wanted De Niro instead of Pesci.
I can see that. I'm glad they stuck with Pesci.
Yeah, because
De Niro would have done it. He would have played it too straight. I think. I know De Niro can do comedy, but he's always the straight man in comedy. And Pesci is for the most part the straight man, but he's the straight man doing silly things.
I mean, in Home Alone 2, he's surfing on the icy. He's climbing up the thing while kind of surfing. Joe Pesci's doing this.
Yeah.
Of like classic films, and I'm like, man, he puts in they put their work in. Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci in these movies.
They do, yeah. It's like they do better performances than Macaulay Culkin. No disrespect to Macaulay Culkin, but I think the success of the film is more down to Pesci and Stern, for me at least.
I mean, it's a tough role for them to do.
Yeah, because they need to be, they're villains, but we need to like them enough to kind of follow them. For like a lot of the film is just spent with them. When it comes to the starting point of the action, the second half of the film when the traps start taking place, we don't see Kevin for large periods of time. It was just watching Pesci and Stern pratfall and slip and get hit in the face with irons.
I love that scene. Get hit with feathers.
They're happing on fire. Twice.
You know how much energy that has to take, though? I know that, you're on these film sets, but they had to really, during these takes that they did, probably multiple times, they really had to keep it up for this movie for a couple months. These action scenes probably took a month to film. With stunt doubles, of course, but just the fact that they kept it up so well.
Wait, stunt doubles? You're telling me that Pesci didn't do a handstand on a toilet? Because that looked like Pesci doing a handstand on a toilet.
That's the second one, isn't it? Where he blows, and then he has to wipe his teeth off.
So that's where they start to become just a little far-fetched.
A full-on handstand.
Pesci's his hat's on fire, the sinks aren't working. His only choice, his only option, is to do a handstand in the full toilet bowl filled with lighter fluid. There's no other option. There's nothing else he can possibly do. He can't take the hat off, for instance.
You know what?
He can't kneel down and dunk his head in. It has to be a full handstand.
I mean, that's an impressive handstand, too.
Yes, I could not do that. There is no time in my life where I could have achieved that handstand.
No, I would have died.
Well, I think any human being in the real universe would have died. It's an explosion that blows out the entire ground floor of the house.
And no cops are called or anything.
No, nothing.
I mean, because that's the only house on the block presumably being renovated, correct?
Yes, I think so. It's the only one that's got like the big garbage chute attached to it.
And how rich are they to have that house in New York?
Yeah, well, but both families, like the house in Chicago it's a mansion, it's a palace.
Yeah, it is.
It's big. I've never been in a house that big. But yeah, the was like a 3 or 4 story terraced house in New York. Yeah, it's huge.
That renovation's going to be millions.
It's especially now, yeah. after Kevin's done with it.
He blew up yeah, you're right. He just blew up the first floor.
I was wondering, like, the amount of money that Harry and Moss stole, would that have covered the now extra renovations needed to the house? Or probably not. I think because it was being renovated anyway. But it certainly needs a little bit more work than it did beforehand.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like you said, they blew up the first floor.
Yeah.
All right.
It's this giant fireball.
All right, so how about this? Let's take a break. You and we will watch the movie again. We'll count up all the property destruction, and then we'll come back and talk about how much to the cent the renovation would have cost. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And we crunched the numbers. We literally crunched every one of these numbers. And we found out that the total added onto the renovation would be an extra $1.3 million at the time, which goes around to about $3.9 million in today's dollars.
Yeah, but bear in mind they're renovating a house in New York, so it already cost them about $10 million.
Yeah,
so they haven't.
Yeah, you're right.
They haven't actually. It's only increased by about 10%.
But we added that in. You and we had calculators, and we had.
That was only a few seconds break for everyone else, but we've been crunching numbers for 4 days.
It's a different
time has passed. Time has passed.
Like you were sending me, like wood, like plywood prices.
I've been on the phone to contractors. I've got a carpenter friend. He's kind of worked out. He mapped out the whole ground floor. That whole ground floor had to be replastered, repainted, everything.
Yeah.
They stripped that down to the brick.
Like the pipes got blown out.
Yeah, the whole thing, everything, electrics, all of it.
I mean,
the floor was still intact, but it was charred.
I have not slept. You're really going for it, man. I should have let you go further. Like another 10 minutes. I feel like I know how to renovate my house now. This is good.
It helps that I'm doing my kitchen at the moment.
Nice. And dude, I had water damage last year to my home, and the stupid wet bandits thing just pissed me off. Dude, whenever there's water damage in movies now, like The Shape of Water, I was furious during the scene where she clogs up her entire bathroom. And the water.
She lives above a cinema. Yeah. I've lived below somebody who did that with their pipes. That's not fun either, because that's just somebody else is causing the problem. You can do nothing about that, and there's this giant water stain down your hallway wall.
Yeah, and just she caused thousands of dollars of damage to this movie theater for a tryst with a waterman who ate her friend's cat. And you know what?
Yes, they don't. mention that enough in that film.
Yeah.
Not enough of The Shape of Water is spent on the damage done to the cinema.
And the eaten cat and the security guard that gets murdered while they rescue the creature.
Yeah.
That guy was an MP. He was innocent. He was just a contractor, and he gets killed.
Michael Shannon's not the real bad guy. It's Sally Hawkins.
Yeah, and she fed the creature nothing but eggs. He can't enjoy that. That's
And
probably,
a cat.
Yeah, that's probably why he ate the cat, because he's like, I need something else. I can't just live on eggs.
If you just give me eggs, I'm going to eat a house pet as well.
Yeah, and then the guy,
closest thing.
his response to getting the house pet eaten was like, oh yeah, he didn't know. I'm like, he knew.
He's not dumb.
Yeah.
He's sentient.
He saw
knew
that
what he was
cat.
doing. He wanted to eat that cat.
Yeah. That means he's a jerk house guest.
Yeah.
And
were there more pets? Was it just cats? Was it just the cat? Did he have?
Yeah,
Presumably he wouldn't eat fish, or would he eat fish?
He definitely eats fish.
But I don't know if they are his people. I don't know.
But that creature lived in the Amazon, right? So it had to have eaten fish.
I'm trying to recall facts from a film I saw a year ago.
So what did it eat then? It probably ate fish, but then it also had to deal with piranhas and snakes and parasites and anacondas and the
ate
occasional
Owen Wilson.
Yeah. John Voight hunting him. Oh, that movie needs to. Oh my gosh.
If you cover Anaconda, you will have me back on your show.
Dude, all right, yeah, I'm in, because I don't know what his accent is in that movie. They don't.
Which one?
Yeah, snakes don't kill people. They don't.
Oh no! It's just, what are you doing?
There's that scene where he's just staring at Jennifer Lopez, like,
It's Jennifer Lopez in the 90s.
I watched that movie by myself in the theater, and I was so happy. It was like, what, 99, 96?
Sometime around then.
Yeah, so I was like probably like 14, 15. I was like, this is awesome. Not so much anymore.
I watched it a couple of years ago. It's still entertaining. It's in the deep blue sea kind of category of films I enjoy.
Yeah.
Everyone's being stupid and dying via giant animals. I'm here for that. Let's go.
It's in the Ebert loved it of animal movies. He
should.
Yeah, he loved that. He liked Deep Blue Sea. He gets it.
Did he like The Core?
I don't know. I've tried to watch The Core.
I love The Core.
I've never watched it. The only scenes I remember are the Tooch freaking out, right? Doesn't the Tooch have a massive freak out in it?
It does, yeah. There's a few freak outs, but yeah, Tucci's great.
The Tooch has a freak out. You know what movie I finally watched that I wish I hadn't, because I felt like I built it up too much in my head?
What is it?
Swim Fan.
I have not seen Swim Fan.
I don't think she was a fan of swimming.
Okay.
I think she was a fan of the guy. So it should have been fan of the swimmer.
I think that's a more laborious title to say.
You watch Big Fan with Patton Oswalt. He's a big fan of football. You watch The Fan. Robert De Niro is a big fan of baseball and Wesley Snipes. But Swim Fan, she just likes the swimmer, not the sport.
You have a point.
And also the kid, he had like this great, really cool girlfriend. They established him as like being this cool dude who has a great girlfriend. And then, Swim Fan shows up and he's like, oh, cool. So like, I don't like this guy.
Should I watch Swim Fan?
No, you should not.
I'm picking up no.
No,
but...
I think Swim Fan goes exactly how you'd think.
Okay.
So she shows up, she gets involved, he does something, she starts blackmailing him, the girlfriend is on a moped, she gets wiped out, she gets hurt. Turns out the Swim Fan is actually crazy, and then I think he shoots her. It's a brutal movie.
Yeah. That's far more repercussions than Home Alone.
Yeah. Imagine if Swim Fan took place in in Home Alone universe. And she just
bounce off.
She just attacks him at a house and like he sets up traps for the girl.
But they're all like swimming related traps.
Like jacuzzi. Like
hit in the head with like one of those weights that you pick up the swimming pool floor.
Oh man, fun noodles, like a fun noodle thing.
Just like the floor is just covered in pool noodles and armbands, and they're just slipping and sliding around on those.
There's a scene where they both get tear gassed and they can't see, and they're just walking around playing Marco Polo.
Nice.
In a pool.
Yeah, obviously in a pool. Yeah.
And so she's
the whole film takes place in a pool.
And see, it's a really deep pool, and 4 feet of water gets sucked into it, so they're stuck in there together because he can't climb out. Because he's a He's a swimmer, not a jumper. And she's just chasing him around, but she can't see. Terrifying.
No, I'm just imagining if Kevin McAllister had the powers from Jumper and could teleport.
That's another movie I want to podcast about, because so I was in Korea. I lived out there and I got lost. And I was freezing because it was February. And I went around the town buying all these different things. And then I came across a movie theater. I was playing Jumper and I watched it. And I was like, I'll be all right. Like, I was kind of like, I was getting over strep throat. So I was like in a real, like, and I was in my new town completely lost. And then I watched Jumper. So I love that movie.
Okay. I'm guessing it's entirely subtitled in Korea.
No, it wasn't dubbed. It was Korean subtitles and then played in English. I guess that's what you said.
Because I watched Bastille Day with Idris Elba. Well, now it's called The Take. I watched that in China.
Uh-huh.
I was there for work, and it was entirely in English with Chinese subtitles, apart from about a third of the films in French.
What?
With Chinese subtitles. Because it all takes place in France.
Oh, okay.
And so I had very little idea what was going on for that third of the film.
Oh, that makes sense.
I speak some French, but not a lot.
Oh, so I didn't even think about that when I was out there. I mean, if
don't watch films that take place in other languages when you're in a foreign country. It doesn't go well.
That's good advice. I'm going to name that podcast what you just said.
That's a long podcast title, but fine.
I mean, people are going to love it. I mean, everyone's reading it anyway, you know? So another question about Home Alone. There's a scene where Marv, when Marv is setting off the water because of the wet bandits, Harry goes, you're one of the best cat burglars in the world, and you're making noise. So are they one of the best cat burglars?
How would you define that? Because surely the quality of a cat burglar is they're not known.
Yeah.
So if Marv is one of the best in that he's one of the best that is known, then surely that's a paradox because he's not a good cat burglar because people know who he is.
Yeah, you're right.
It's but I don't know where Pesci's getting those figures from. If maybe there's some kind of it's an underground thing.
They must know. Oh, because remember when they're like, well, there's another guy on this block, so we're staying here to see who it is.
Yeah, we're working this block. Yeah,
like they claim their territory.
Some kind of a secret society of cat burglars. Presumably they have some kind of a tournament to determine the best of them, where it's like a Monsters University style creep into the bedroom and scare the kid but steal stuff without being detected.
Ooh.
Kind of a tournament. Maybe Marv's great at that. Maybe they are wonderful burglars apart from Kevin. He, as you say, he is their foil.
Because you think if the second one, they break out of prison, right? They escape. They get on a fish truck, go all the way to New York City, and while he's on an ice rink, he steals several different items, and nobody does anything.
No one turns around. No one stops him.
He is that good.
I mean, that could someone doesn't notice when he takes earmuffs that they are currently wearing off of the head.
No one does anything. That's how good he is. So maybe he's not lying. And then they go hide in those tiny houses. He's like, mine doesn't have a bathroom. But then no one sees him in there. I mean, what I like...
No one sees them because when people walk past, they just stop moving.
Yeah. That's how good of a cat burglar he is.
They've heard you say something insightful on a podcast, they just freeze until the person walks past, and then they move again.
Yeah, they just stopped and everybody walked right past them.
Yeah, they're clearly toys. They're clearly toys that look like Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. They're not talking, they're not moving. They must be toys. They're part of the playhouses.
Did they make toys of did they make toys of the escaped convicts that they're playing all over the news?
That's an odd choice, but fine. Here at Duncan's Toy Store, they've got all of that kind of obscure things.
They move quick.
Yeah. You've got to in today's market. You got to strike while the iron's hot in terms of toys on America's Most Wanted Criminals.
That was a hot market back.
He's a famous cat burglar, so of course there are toys of him.
Oh, and cards. I want the like collector's cards that come with gum. Like back in the day, you get a pack of cards with cat burglars.
Play top trumps with them, yeah.
And then their crime, I know they're taking from a hospital, but it's a victimless crime. Like they don't want they don't want anyone to get hurt. They're just stuffing bags and they're gonna leave.
That's not a victimless crime. They're stealing money.
Well, during the robbery, I guess. So during, like, they don't achieve their robbery by violence.
True. Yes, I'm with you there.
I mean, they're costing a lot of families money and donations, but they're not hurting anybody.
How great would it be if Kevin stopped the robbery just to get the $20 back that he donated? Let them take everything else, but not that 20.
And put those stupid turtle doves back.
Yeah.
He bought that goo. Yeah, I like that he just walks in, takes his 20, and walks right past them.
Yeah. It's an odd toy for him to get, that weird green slime. I'm intrigued as to what he was going to do with it.
I wonder how much they
in the
paid.
hotel room.
I wonder how much they paid to get it in there.
Oh, is it a real toy?
Yeah, I assume so. Because he used it later on for everyone to slip on.
True, and on the ladder rail.
What
was that marketed for? Like slip and slide? Or
well, that's a terrible toy for families.
Yeah.
Just spray this crap in your house?
There's no friction.
You can slip on this very easily, parents.
It's what it's for. Buy it for your kids.
I wonder how many children thought that adults, could fall like that. Not just fall and break their elbow.
They could, if you go by how Marv falls, they could do a little dance, fall, and then slide a good 10 to 15 feet with no forward momentum pushing them.
Maybe that's what they were renovating. There's a slight dip in the house.
Slight. It's a bloody slide.
Yeah, then he goes into the paint cans.
Yeah.
Doesn't he? When he gets hit with the bricks? That's when he goes, Harry.
Yeah. Yes.
That physical. Well, what physical comedian role? I mean, obviously like Buster Keaton and all that stuff in the past, but like let's say from the '90s up, have there been better physical performances? In like Jim Carrey maybe, or
I think Sam Rockwell tends to have a physicality to him, but that's more like dancing than anything else. Nothing springs to mind as being more physical than what Daniel Stern is doing in Home Alone 2.
I mean, when he turns around, he gets he gets stapled in. I don't know, and then
I love that scene.
He gets stapled.
I love how that scene is set up.
What? How's it work?
We see the staple gun. He pulls the door handle. There's a rope attached, and he puts his foot up against the door. And you watch it thinking, "Oh, he's going to staple himself in the foot. Oh, that's going to be terrible. It couldn't possibly get any worse than stapling himself in the foot." And then he kind of steps over the rope and keeps pulling, and he staples himself in the ass. And I was like, oh my god, it can't possibly get any worse than that. Turn around, in the dick, fall on the floor, in the nose. It's like it keeps on amping it up. It's every time I watch it, I always think, it's going to go in his foot, and no, it never does. And
he pulls it out, and that's brutal. How he pulls out that staple.
That's a big staple. And he pulls out the one on his nose, which seems to be painful. The other two, he just yoinks out with like comedic boing, boing sound effects. It's like, no, there would be a scream.
So we got to assume that in this world, that's the sound effect that things make. Yeah. So when you pull a staple out of your butt, it goes bong. What are bodies made of in this world?
Well, the fact that it doesn't hurt him that much to get hit. Like in the crotch. Yeah. You have to, maybe he's like a Ken doll.
And Joe Pesci gets hit too with the BB gun in Home Alone.
Yeah, which he shows some pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the Joe Pesci Muttley pain. Yeah. So it's they're built like Alan Rickman in Dogma. There's just nothing down there. It's just smooth.
All right, so this is really random, but I watched Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves again because I wrote an archery article for Rotten Tomatoes. He's a
great film.
He's a gangster in that. He's awesome in that movie. 9 o'clock, bring a friend. Like he's like a punk rock character in that movie.
Cut someone's heart out with a spoon.
Oh, Paul. Oh, imagine Rickman. I know, like in this movie as one of these characters.
I can only. Oh, I could see him as Tim Curry, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Tim Curry.
If you're making it an English remake, then he could maybe be John Hurd. It could be the dad, but I don't really see. I don't think Rickman fits in these films.
If they make an English remake, they wouldn't cast Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, would they?
They bloody shouldn't. Keep Gervais away from any films I want to watch, please.
Yeah.
Steve Merchant, I'm fine with. Merchant as Marv, I'd be kind of okay with that. I can see that happening.
They'd probably do James Corden or something.
Oh hell, it gets worse.
What about no? Who would be a good Harry?
Who would be a good Harry? English person, good Harry. Oh, it's like Pesci's a serious actor.
Yeah, so you need that.
Outside, it needs to be someone who's a serious actor, but who can have fun, but doesn't look like they're having fun when they're having fun.
It's like just a really good actor.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't say Bill Nye.
Why?
This is
Martin
tricky.
Freeman?
Yeah, yeah, Martin Freeman would be good. I can see Martin Freeman more in the John Hurd role, more as the dad.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just a nice guy.
Yeah. You need somebody with an edge.
The other guy from the World's End.
Paddy Considine?
No, the other one. What's his name?
All right, so there's Paddy, there's Nick Frost.
Hang on. Looking it up. It is not on this list. Hang on.
The dude from... Oh, I know him. He's a very good actor.
Eddie Marzan. Yeah, because he can be a villain. He's a villain in in Hancock.
Yeah.
Not a great villain in Hancock, but he's a really good actor, and he's good at having fun, and I can see him being serious, but also just getting the crap kicked out of him.
Oh, that's him and Stephen Merchant? I'd love it.
Yeah, I'm up for that. If you're going down the buddy acts, though, you can do a lot worse than Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Oh, yeah.
As those two, but that seems a little on the nose.
Do you want to hear something interesting? I was at a panel at Dragon Con, it's a convention here, and my wife and I went to go hear Nick Frost, not talk about the Cornetto trilogy, but talk about Into the Badlands, because we like Daniel Wu, we like that show. And I walked up to ask Nick Frost a question, and he had make a joke when he first started about how people mistake him for Kevin James. And so I walked up and I was like, hey, I was like, I love you in King of Queens. And I got a big laugh. Everyone loved it. And then I asked a weird question and walked away, but I got a big one from that. I should have asked that. I should have asked, because he went on a riff about King of Queens for like the longest time. And then I should have asked him about like Kevin Can Wait or Grown Ups or something. I should have followed it up. I should have doubled down, but I was too afraid.
You're great in Zookeeper.
Yeah. My second question. So in Zookeeper, like, oh man, I decided that's a very rare. But yes, you're right. I don't know. Could Simon Pegg do it? Simon Pegg's been doing these kind of like pretentious roles lately. Like, could he pull off the Pesci?
I see Nick Frost as the Pesci and Simon Pegg as the Stern. Just to keep the heights the same.
Oh, dude, that'd be perfect. I want to hear Nick Frost say Razza Frazza Fricka Fracka.
He could. And the old man Marley, the shoveler, David Bradley is what I'm going to go with. Filch from the Harry Potter films.
Oh!
I think he'd be perfect. He always plays that kind of character, but I think he'd be good.
I loved him in Broadchurch.
In this British version of Home Alone that we're
they're chasing a little chimney sweep around.
Yeah. Oh god, take my Dyke cameo. Perfect.
Maybe that's what Mary Poppins turns into.
Oh, instead of the polka group, it can be a chimney sweep convention. So Dick Van Dyke's in the John Candy role.
All right, if this movie happens, we're going to be associate producers. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, making this film.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how it can't be made. Oh my god! All right, so also, I don't know if you've heard this before, but I love catapults, and I kind of love the catapult trap that Kevin sets up for Joe Pesci. And is it a catapult where Joe Pesci jumps on a board? And then there's and then Daniel Stern jumps on the other end and shoots Pesci up about 30 feet.
Yeah, Kind of a catapult, yeah. That's one of the biggest oversights in physics in the film.
That's a strong board. Well, it's another world though, so air must be different.
It's set on a different planet with less gravity, which is how they can survive these massive falls.
They're like Superman. They're like Superman.
but yeah, and Pesci just crushes that car, just destroys that car that he lands on. It's like he fell from the top of the building. It's gone.
If that poor car gets destroyed because of Kevin.
Yeah, it's so much property damage.
But he knew that they would run through perfectly and jump on those boards.
He knew that Harry would land there and then stay there.
But there's just, throughout this whole franchise, though, there's just such good little touches. Like when Pesci falls off the ladder and the goo hits him on the head. There's little flourishes like that really make that makes this sounds weird, but that makes this movie really feel written, like planned out.
Well, yeah, it's the same with in the first film where they both slip on the ice, and I think it's Harry, he ends up throwing his crowbar up in the air and it smacks him in the face again. It's just, little touches like that.
I love that about it. I think whoever did these movies, I felt took a lot of care in making them good. Well, Hughes wrote it, right?
Yeah, Hughes wrote it and Columbus directed.
Got it. So, I mean, Hughes kind of knows what's up. He's good with character.
Yeah, he's written some things before.
Yeah, a few good movies. I've never watched 16 Candles.
Neither have I. Oh no, I've never seen Pretty in Pink. I've seen 16 Candles.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of those. I remember someone, you know why I didn't really watch it? Because I told somebody that once and they're like, "You haven't watched it? Like what?" And I'm like, "I'm never going to do it now." Like that's not good. I shouldn't do that, but
it's problematic.
Yeah.
There are some directions it takes where you're like, we're supposed to root for this character, but he's just conned this girl into sleeping with him thinking he's somebody else.
Oh.
I don't root for him anymore.
And Long Duck Dong?
Yes, and the gong that plays every time you see Long Duck Dong. Okay. I'm sure there's more to Getty Watanabe than he's playing in here. But fine.
So we'll get back to this movie, but have you watched Halloween 5?
I've only seen the two canon Halloween films at this point, Halloween and Halloween.
Got it. But every time these cops get shown in Halloween 5, this Keystone Cops music is playing like these two cops, they're supposed to be idiots, and the music plays with them the entire time during Halloween 5. Nice. You just reminded me of that.
Well, yeah, it is stupid in 16 Candles. Just it's a sign of the times, but it still doesn't make it right. Every time you cut to this Asian character, they play a gong. It shouldn't have been done ever at any time in history.
What did you think about Brenda Blethyn in this movie as the bird lady?
That's not Brenda Blethyn.
Oh no, it's not Brenda Blethyn. She's amazing. She's in oh, never mind. That's a horrible thing I just did.
It's Brenda Fricker.
Brenda Ficker.
I like her. The criticism the second film gets is always that it's just a retread of the first film, beat for beat, essentially, and she is clearly the old man Marley character. It's very little different to her other than she's a woman who likes pigeons. But I think she has a good presence. We talked earlier about remembering films, and she's a character I've always remembered. From the first time I watched it, the pigeon lady has always stuck with me.
When they have that quiet moment when they're listening to music and she talked about who she listened to, then he gives her one of those turtle doves.
Yeah. It's nice.
Between that and Angels in the outfield, she was like the go-to mother figure who wasn't like a mother or like the nice lady figure for a while there. And Brenda Blethyn, she was in a movie directed by Craig Ferguson that I like. I don't know.
Can't help you there, I'm afraid.
I'll add it to the podcast post. I'll look that up later. We should just turn this into a Brenda Blethyn. Let's just look through our IMDb and just name each movie and go through it. What do you think?
I'm not going to have seen many of the films, but yeah, if that's what you want to do.
Do you think...
I've seen Saving Grace, but I can't remember it.
Oh, Saving Grace, that's what it is.
Okay.
I like Craig Ferguson. All right, so hey, do you think Duncan's toy chest would still be open today?
Not with his business acumen of giving away all of his profits on Christmas Eve. I think it's an honourable act, but in terms of business, that's got to be his busiest day of the year, I think. I mean, and he just gives away all of the takings.
That's a Christmas movie in itself. Like the board comes in.
That guy's a saint. But if it's kind of Mr. Magorium's Wonder Emporium-esque, where they'd send in Jason Bateman to come and audit him
Yes.
because he's in the red from giving away all his takings on Christmas Eve.
Oh my gosh. Has there ever been a better cast in a bad movie?
I don't think it's that bad.
Not bad,
but
but
it's not good.
I guess
but,
like an unnecessary movie.
yeah. It didn't move the needle of my life at all. It just kind of existed.
It was Portman, right? And
Yeah, Portman, Bateman,
Dustin Hoffman.
Hoffman. Lots of people with man at the end of their surname.
Right? Whoa. Natalie Portman, Jason Bateman, Dustin Hoffman.
That's how they were cast.
I'm stealing that from you.
Fine, take it, it's yours.
Rating the Mans in Dr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. Oh, man.
I'm looking down the cast. I can't see any others. It's just those three.
That's all. It just takes place in one room, directed by Ethan Hawke.
Tape.
Yeah, Tape.
That's Richard. What's his name?
Linklater.
Linklater, thank you. Yeah, he directed it, but yeah, Tape. Tape's one of my favorite Linklater films.
Oh, very good, very good. I like the Newton Boys.
Okay.
All right, so what do you? I think the scene that I remember most though is when they run into the room and they just do the "you've been smooching with everyone." I know we covered this, but just as far as just watching Tim Curry in that scene. It's just,
I love you. It's just so earnest.
You can do better than that.
Everyone does it. Gets down on their knee. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
Like that's, I don't know. I guess some people. I was looking at your poll, so you're doing the best Christmas movie poll.
Yes,
Home Alone,
today is just by fluke. Home Alone v Home Alone 2. Wasn't planned, just how it happened.
Home Alone is wiping the floor with Home Alone 2.
It is, but I voted for Home Alone 2.
Yeah, I do. Do you like? But it's like 87% to 13% right now. That doesn't seem right.
I'm not surprised. I haven't met anybody else who prefers the sequel to the first one that I know of.
I feel
whenever it's come up in conversation.
Oh, man, I think I would. I don't know. I love both of them.
Yeah, they're both fantastic films. I don't mind which one goes through to the next round of the bracket. I voted for 2 just because of the cut between the Grinch smiling and Tim Curry smiling. That's done.
Right,
it gets my vote for that.
And the catapult usage. Suck brick kid.
Home Alone 1 doesn't have suck brick kid. Daniel Stone gets hit in the face with 0 bricks in Home Alone, but he gets hit in the face with 4 bricks in Home Alone 2. Therefore, 4 times better.
Perfectly shot,
it's
too.
Sound logic.
The bricks does nothing to his head.
It leaves those little red marks similar to the iron that you got in the face in the first one. But, it's not dented.
You know what left a bigger mark? The iron in the first film left a bigger mark than the brick did in the second one.
Well, there, the iron has more features. It's got the big point at the top and the little circles running down it. Whereas a brick is literally brick shaped. It's just a little rectangle.
Yeah, you're right.
Less that it can mark it with. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
They thought about this when they made it.
I would have loved to have seen this meeting. Like, how much of an indentation into his face should we make?
Yeah, just the makeup test they would have gone through. Like, that's not quite big. That looks like it's caved in part of his skull. We don't want to go that far. You're showing brain tissue now. Scale it back a little bit. Scale it back.
Should we put it into his head?
He just spends the rest of the film with a brick lodged in his head.
They should.
He tries to put a hat on at one point. It's just perched up on top of the brick. Yeah.
And then there's that. Oh, and I know we're just going around the random scenes, but I do love that moment when it's so implausible. But they're walking around with Kevin, and Kevin just grabs that lady's butt, and she knocks both those guys out. But so her punches can floor. Well, she one punch KOs both these men.
Yeah.
But bricks. How hard does she hit?
My God, yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. What are her hands made of? She's got like titanium fists or something.
What is she punching them with?
She's wearing gloves, so maybe she doesn't have any hands, and she has prosthetic hands, which are something incredibly forceful.
Adamantium.
I don't know. If they're spring loaded.
Oh.
Maybe she's Inspector Gadget.
Oh. I mean,
probably not.
We got the French Stewart connection.
Yeah, Home Alone 4, yeah.
And then what? I think Inspector Gadget too. That's a
Yep,
deep.
yep.
That's a deep cut right there. I'm telling you.
There we go.
But
That's,
oh wait, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in Angels in the Outfield
yes.
with Brenda.
Okay. I'm sorry, I thought the reference there was Angels with Dirty Faces.
Oh wait,
There's too many connections.
wait. Daniel Stern's in Rookie of the Year, a baseball movie like Angels in the Outfield. Am I is this a stretch here?
We've got into 10 US links, I think.
We were on a good bit. I wrecked it. Those fists though, man. She's a one-punch KO artist.
Yeah, twice in a row without flinching. She hasn't got to rub her knuckles afterwards. She's fine.
I mean, this is a guy who can do a full
Proud.
handstand into a toilet, get exploded,
And survive with just some blackened teeth.
and then get hit by a metal pipe, and then have it land on them, and they're still fine. There's no concussion-like symptoms, but her punch floored them.
And in the first film, he gets hit with a paint can, and it takes out his teeth. She punches him, nothing. So her forceful punch must be less than a paint can, but more than a brick. So,
That's a Monty Python Holy Grail math right there.
more than an American brick, not a European brick.
Yeah.
Just to specify.
8 African swallows with an intricate style of string could take that brick. So okay. She hits harder than a brick, but not as hard as an errant paint can.
A paint can, yes.
Interesting. Well, I guess there's steel on the paint can, right, on the bottoms and tops. So that thing
presumably paint in it as well. Yeah. So there's a lot of momentum going on there.
So
then it's a brick thrown from a third floor roof.
Yeah.
That's a lot of acceleration down there as well.
The brick did hit the top of their heads, not their teeth.
And Daniel Stern is a tall person. So
it fell less.
It fell less.
I guess the downward, since gravity is less, right?
What do you mean gravity's less?
Well, you said like in this world, gravity, when you fall.
So in this world, gravity's less.
So the brick didn't have that much momentum.
Yep, you're right. It's not 9.81 meters a second. It's going to be like 3. I don't know.
I mean, so that's no wonder a paint can and a punch, because the paint can it swung around and hit him right in the face.
Yeah,
not
and
the
that
top
could be
of the
full,
head.
but it might not be full of paint. It could be full of something very heavy. We don't know. We never see the inside of that paint can.
That lady's fist.
It's full of her fist. Maybe her fists are made of the paint cans.
Oh man, I think we did it. I think we just
we've solved the film.
All right. Do you have anything else about this movie?
We didn't talk much about Catherine O'Hara. Her performance is great, especially in the first one.
And just watching her keep a straight face while John Candy improvises about.
But you've got two of the funniest actors just ever. Catherine O'Hara and John Candy just sat there just kind of improving in the back of a polka wagon for a while.
About how they left their son in a funeral parlor for 6 to 7 hours next to a dead body.
So terrible people.
And after about 6-7 weeks, he started talking again.
Yeah.
That was all improvised too, and she kept a straight face.
I can imagine. And not even that, just the scene when she kind of banishes Kevin up to the attic and he says he wishes he'd never see him again. Just she really internalizes the hurt. Like she keeps a kind of a steely exterior, but you can tell that's kind of cut.
Oh, I need to watch that scene again.
She's very good. I think she's very underrated in these films. Like she's known as a comedic actress, but she's just a really good actress in her own right.
They had to do reshoots on the second one because she was worried that her character didn't seem like she cared enough. So then they had her out pounding the pavement, talking to cops and stuff.
Well, I think that's fair, given the earlier scenes where she and John Hurt are just kind of laughing about having it's happened again when they're talking to the police officer. I'm happy that they referenced that because. Like they would be less worried this time around because it has happened again. It's old hat at that point. So
that's funny. Yeah, you know what? I guess like the way she yells Kevin, and at the end, both movies when she goes to they just see each other at the end. She really sells it, and she knows she's in a movie about losing her child twice.
Yeah,
but she doesn't. She does a great job on it.
Yeah, she's wonderful. I've no problems with her at all. For some reason I thought that the dad, John Hurt, was more prominent in the second one, and it was more like he had the Catherine O'Hara role kind of thing. Like he was the one who went and found Kevin, but no, it's I'd like him to have had more because I do like John Hurt as well, but Catherine O'Hara's better. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, her and
John Hurt.
Best in Show.
Oh I love all of the Christopher Guest films.
Have you watched Schitt's Creek, that TV show? I've never watched that one with her and Eugene Levy.
No, I have not seen that.
They're like a really rich family who lose all their money and then they got to move somewhere. I don't want to watch it.
Sounds good. It's got a good cast, so I'll try. Chris Elliott's in it. Excellent. Yeah, I'll try and.
You're fast on that computer, man. You're like a ninja on that thing.
I already had like Catherine O'Hara's IMDb up, so it's one click away.
Oh, got it. I'll be typing with one finger, trying to like pay attention. But no, I mean, I love that Macaulay Culkin got this role because of Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
And then what's really interesting is Chris Columbus was like, it taught me how to hire children, because when you hire children, you have to hire their parents as well. So I was wondering if he was just taking a big dig at Macaulay Culkin's parents. He must have been.
Why would it be a dig?
Well,
I see, because, okay.
When you hire the kids, you're stuck with their parents. And he's like, it was tough. And I'm like, ooh.
And there are a lot of kids on the film. It could be.
You're right.
One of the brothers and sisters.
I mean, there's different shooting. Like you have to shoot less with them, all that kind of stuff. And that's a big. Like they had a big budget on Home Alone 2 to shoot in New York City. That's a lot of lockups. That's a lot of police. That's a lot of permitting. That's a lot of PAs.
And there's more stunts in it as well. I think there's just more.
They wreck a car.
Yes, they do. They explode the ground floor of a house.
Yeah. They do handstands. All right, so you've watched all the Home Alone movies. How would you rank them?
I really like 2. 1 and 2 are very close. I put 2 very slightly above 1. 3 is okay. It's got a young Scarlett Johansson in it, is its only real claim to fame. 4 is easily amongst the worst films I've ever seen. I have a 1 to 4 box set. So I've watched 3 and 4 once, and I'm done. There is a 5th one. There's a straight-to-TV one called Holiday Heist or something, which I've heard is also not good. But yeah, Home Alone 4 is... It's basically a remake. 3 doesn't have Kevin McAllister, doesn't have the McAllister family in it, but 4 does. But they've recast Kevin McAllister as a different, even more annoying child. And they've recast... It hasn't got Harry, but the character of Marv is played by French Stewart. His girlfriend is Missy Pyle. And Kevin has to spend Christmas at his dad's house. The parents are separated, and his dad's got a new girlfriend, so he has to go there. And it's basically a robbery. Marv's the brains of the operation, with his mum kind of helping out. And it's a modern telling, because the house is like a giant robot. It's robotic. He's got a remote control. He's got a voice activated remote which controls the house. So instead of setting up a bunch of traps, he just kind of tells the house to do things.
That's bad.
He tells the house, like, start spinning the fireplace, and with the kind of criminals in it, and the fireplace starts spinning, and it's just very, very bad. And the end of the film, spoiler alert for a film that no one should watch, the thieves get thwarted. Kevin saves the day, and he tells the house remote control to make it start snowing outside, and it does.
Ugh.
The remote control can control the weather. So this is, again, it's another film that takes place in an alternate universe where the weather is remote controlled.
Oh man, so it's like a Truman Show.
Is he ever alone in the house? There are always adults there. The house has a staff. There's a butler played by Eric Avari, who is from like the Mummy and Mr. Deeds and Stargate, and there's like some maids there as well. There's always a service staff, and so Kevin's never actually. It's not his home, and he's never alone. So
that was the appeal of the first 2, is just this kid's industriousness, right? And like he builds these things. You know what I mean? Like I think the 90s had a lot more movies like that, like Little Giants, Little Rascals, Rookie of the Year, Angels in the Outfield, Sandlot.
You just rattle up a long list of films I haven't seen.
But it was like kids being kids. It was kind of like, so like to make it all off a computer.
yeah, and the kid's really bad. Like, I know that sometimes it's hard to cast a child actor, but Mike Weinberg is the new Kevin McAllister is not good.
So are they saying that Kevin? So is it same canon?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. If you read it on IMDb, it says that Kevin McAllister must foil his old nemesis Marv, but this is the first time they meet in Home Alone 4, so it's just the description's wrong. So I think it is just a remake where they missed the point of everything.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, don't watch Home Alone 4.
That was good. You just broke it down for us. That was nice. No one has to. We saved it. We saved this for everyone. But
you're welcome.
Do you have any plugs or anything before we head out of here?
Yeah, we mentioned my site is lifeversusfilm.com. I don't tend to do an awful lot there, but you can find some stuff there, I suppose. I'm mainly over on the Lamb, largeassmovieblogs.com, and my podcast is the Lambcast.
Awesome.
Which Mark's been a guest on. He'll be a guest on again soon. We cover pretty much every kind of topic on the show. We try and be a kind of a catch-all of all the different show types that other Lamb member podcasts do. So we have shows on new films, we have a movie of the month every month, which gets voted on. So any random film that someone puts forward, if it wins a poll, then we do a show on that one. So we just did our Christmas special, which was Meet Me in St. Louis. And we've this year we've done like Showgirls and Hunt for October and any Snakes on a Plane. So any random film someone wants to talk about, if it wins, we talk about it. Then we do new releases, we do franchises, we do directors, we do drafts, we do a Jeopardy inspired game called Lampoony, which is just movie trivia, which Mark will be on one day. I sense you know your movie trivia, so we'll have you on there sometime. But yeah, listen to us on the Lambcast every week. We have a good time.
It must be nice not to schedule anything tonight.
Yes, it's great. It's good to know that once we finish recording the show, I haven't got to edit it.
Yeah, that's right.
I can just move on with. I can just kind of carry on with my day.
Wait, what?
I haven't got this file that needs to be edited hanging over me.
2 questions. What percentage of votes did Ernest Saves Christmas get?
Not many.
Okay.
I don't know the exact figure. I haven't got it up, but it didn't get a lot. It was, Amanda, who put forward Meet Me in St. Louis, she did a lot of campaigning.
Got
she
it.
really wanted to get that film to win, so she hit up Twitter, hit up Facebook, hit up a bunch of her friends, and got that to win.
Got it.
Which did happen sometime. Ernest Saves Christmas got 6% of the vote.
Hey!
Which it beats Better Watch Out, it beat Joyous Noel, it beat 8 Crazy Nights.
Wow.
So, yeah. It was beaten by It's a Wonderful Life, Arthur Christmas, Bad Santa, and Meet Me in St. Louis.
Oh, rip off. And
always next year.
Is Showgirls worth watching again? Is it really a good camp classic by Verhoeven?
Well, that's the thing. I didn't want to watch Showgirls, so I backed out of that show.
Oh, wow.
I ducked out. Well, it was scheduled to be when I was on vacation anyway, so my co-host Richard kind of took the bullet for that one, and I'm eternally grateful for him for doing so.
Because I heard it's like a Verhoeven trash classic.
From editing the show, it sounds god awful.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you can avoid watching Showgirls, it sounds like it's a good idea to do so.
All right, sounds good. And then also, the next podcast you and I are going to be doing is in January. Yes. So I'm going to be doing your sports one, but you're going to be coming on to do Encino Man or California Man.
Yes, as long as I can find it somewhere. I can't seem to find it anywhere. But I will track it down and I will watch it, and then we will talk about whatever the hell it's about. I mean, because at this point I don't.
They unthaw Weasel, so they're building a pool in their backyard by themselves, and Pauly Shore and Sean Astin find a caveman, and then they melt him, and then he becomes a cool rad dude.
Okay, I'm there.
You're gonna love it. Best movie.
It kind of sounds. I know it's Brendan Fraser. It kind of sounds like Blast from the Past a little bit.
Yeah, because he is stuck underground for 20 years, right?
Yeah, with Christopher Walken, who teaches him like 50s dancing or something.
Man, go back to the same formula that people like, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But and also make sure to head to the large association of movie blogs. Great site, lot going on there. If you are a writer and you do listen to this, make sure to apply for it. So thank you for listening. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Jay, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.